Hadad Hotboard Volume 3.
Just went out on Twitter. So if you follow me or Sports Talk Mississippi on Twitter, you can see it there. 3 names remain the same. Wes Johnson, Brian O'Connor, who I believe in terms of target are 1A and 1B. Those are the top 2 guys. They are the 2 guys that can have the job, no questions asked. They want the job is theirs. They both want it. I don't know. You flip a coin.
You don't flip a coin, you go Brian O'Connor.
I probably would go O'Connor, but I don't have a problem going Wes Johnson.
I mean, if you hire Wes Johnson, you are very, very, very satisfied with how that search went down.
Yes. Butch Thompson remains on the hot board for another week.
Number 2 team in the country right now.
I think that the interest is there, both sides, but it is less than it would be for Johnson and O'Connor. We have taken off. Last hot board had Josh Elander. We're not going to have another assistant on this hot board unless something drastic happens, in my opinion. Mississippi State is going to get a sitting head coach. It just feels like everybody is on the same page with that when you talk to people. So we have added Mark Wazakowski of Oregon to the hot board. If you listened to yesterday's Thunder and Lightning podcast or the Thunder and Lightning live show, you heard my conversation with Aaron Fitt of D1 Baseball. I asked him specifically about Wazakowski. He says he would take that job. He would like that job, and he feels like that would be a great, great hire for Mississippi State.
He is 54 years old, so still quite young. He's from California, played at Pepperdine, and has been a head coach at Purdue and now at Oregon since 2020. So you might be wondering, West Coast guy. He was an assistant at Florida.
Yeah, and Aaron brought that up. He has some SEC experience. Oregon's baseball program, not much before he got there, and he's about to be – they'll be a national seed and in position to go to a super regional for the 3rd straight year. No, that's unprecedented success for Oregon baseball.
So year 1, COVID canceled the season. Year 2, finished 2nd in the conference, went to a regional, went 20-10 in the conference that year. Went to a regional the following year after going 18-12. Went to the super regional, as Hadad said, in 23, and in 2024 has won 40 or more games in each of the last 2 seasons.
So that's your hot board. I will now give you the honorable mentions, the guys who didn't quite have enough juice for me to make it. The first one is a name we've talked about a lot on this show. He was on the first hot board, and that's Chris Pollard at Duke. I think that he is, if I had to rank these guys right now, I think he's 5th in terms of both mutual interest and of availability. I think if Pollard's offered the job, I think he would, if not take it, at least strongly consider taking it, right? I don't think there's a lot of buyout issues with him. I think it's just that simple. The other name might surprise you a little bit. And that's Dan Backich. Eric Backich. I keep saying Dan.
Because of the
Backich,
radio host.
Yeah.
That's
Eric Backich keeps that's the other name to watch. The Clemson head coach. I think
sizable buyout.
Sizable buyout, but everything I'm just saying that there's some smoke there. We'll just put it that way. That there might be some mutual interest.
There has been a rumor over the last, I guess, couple of years that despite the contract, there is a desire to get into the SEC and a concern that Clemson won't do what needs to be done to build rosters.
This is what all of this is about, is that these coaches are asking Mississippi State, are you going to provide support for baseball with money? With money. NIL money.
You're going to pay my roster.
You're going to pay my roster. And the answer they're getting from Mississippi State is yes. That Mississippi State is going to make a commitment here. If you go back a few months, we had a segment here on the show where I talked about how Mississippi State likes to call itself an elite baseball program. They don't necessarily, so they have to act like an elite baseball program. And you have to have the expectations of an elite baseball program. Mississippi State, from what I'm hearing, is going to do that. Now, I know people are going to be like, well, it doesn't mean anything. You know, you can hire the right coach and put money in, and you still don't win. It's less likely. And I'd rather try the elite coach, elite roster, don't win process than the other things, because I feel like the odds are way in your favor.
Yeah,
that you're going to be all right. but Mississippi State is going to make a commitment to baseball here. You know, there was a lot of talk about Zach Selman. He didn't really care about baseball. It's not a revenue producer, blah, blah, blah. I think Zach Selman, I think we underestimate his ability to read the Mississippi State fan base.
It's not hard to learn how important it is.
When you
to
show
those
up and there's a
people.
$60 million college baseball stadium that seats, 15, or not seats, but you can hold 15, 16,000 people, and you fill it, even when the team's bad, it doesn't take long to know that, hey, we might want to take care of baseball if I want to be successful here at this university. And so that's what's happening right now. So the only way this would get to an assistant at this point is if Justin Parker wins the College World Series. I honestly think that's the only assistant that Mississippi State would hire.